It's the Celtics in Boston. And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, guys.
Yeah, he's wired differently, D.A. Thank you. And, Kobe, you think about playing the game. You don't miss the physical side of it, but I know the mental side was so big for you, especially as your career went on.
Well, yeah, every season was a new puzzle, right? So, as a leader of the team, it's not so much about yourself. You have to put that to the side and think about how to put together the puzzle for your teammates. How do you put them in the situation where they're reaching their max potential?
Yes.
Right? That's what gets the championship done. So every season is exciting because the puzzle is new. Right? The emotions, the goals that your teammates have are all new. And so you have to figure out how can you put them in the best possible position to be successful and in turn help us win championships.
It's a great explanation. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for the Celtics, we've got Draymond Green. Kyrie Irving is out there with McCaw. And it's Hayward. And it's Horford in at the center, locking down the middle. Rondo finds McGee. No one near James as he lets it go. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
Remarkable catch-and-shoot sequence right there from LeBron. Just a killer instinct whenever he gets the ball.
Here's Irving. Hits the front of the rim, out. Kobe, a lot of guys, once they stop playing, their bodies change. Yeah. Yet they still have ailments.
That's generous.
But a lot of guys have ailments that linger on through their post-career. What kind of workout? We know you were just a workout fiend when you played, but what about now in retirement?
I work out hard.
Do you?
Yeah, it's become a challenge to say, because most players, when they retire, say, you know what, I just don't want to gain a boatload of weight. Right? And so they just try to manage that. I don't want to manage something. I want to attack something. So I'm going to say, you know what?
Well, that's a surprise.
Yeah, revelation. And so I said, I'm going to train harder than I ever did because I want to look good. I want to be fit for my children. I want to be able to chase them around and be able to show up at some of these retirement ceremonies or some of these other things.
And looking like you did when you played.
Being in great shape.
Yeah.
So.
Good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Horford, no luck.
Boy, a little too casual on the layup. Temporary loss of focus, not good.
Here's Kuzma. Good, and the assist goes to James. Kuzma's got his first 2 points of the night.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Lakers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And Kobe, I know you spend a fair amount of time watching video and scouting your opponents. How would your film change from regular season to say, the playoffs?
I had more time to prepare in the postseason, so I can watch more film and really focus on the entire package of the team that
not just the guy that's defending you.
No, not just the guy that's defending me, but all of it. Right? How do they play us defensively as a team? How do they play us individually? How do we need to play them as a team? How do we need to play them individually? Start looking at kind of the grand scheme of things. In a regular season, most of these film sessions, for me at least anyway, took place on the plane, right, in between games. When I get to the hotel, I can rest generally.
And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Look at the Lakers. They're in a bit of a holding pattern, hoping to take that next leap.
And the Celtics, they've blown away the so-called experts' opinion. People who didn't realize how high their ceiling really was.
Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against the Magic.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
I think, Greg, you can't expect to win with that kind of effort. The defense was nowhere to be found, and it cost them all night long. That's all about the positioning right there. Doesn't let anybody beat him to the spot before he can get the follow-up.
Here's LeBron and Hayward with the block.
Well, this is where Gordon Hayward has turned himself into a dependable two-way player. How good is he at using his length to turn away the shots?
Green, whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I'll tell you, if you don't box out well, expect to get burned. You can't afford to give them second chance opportunities.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Brandon Ingram comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Lonzo Ball is checked in for Josh Hart. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Rajon Rondo. Green with the rebound. Celtics trail by 3. Kobe, what do you think of that rough and tumble style of Pistons and the Knicks in the 80s versus this more wide open style? Which style do you appreciate more, and which style was more difficult to play?
Well, personally, I always wanted to play in the 80s. Because of the defensive rules, the illegal defense rules, where you have to play man-to-man.
Yes.
You can't come in and 2-9 and paint. There's no zone defenses. Yeah. You have to go mano-a-mano, right? If you go double team,
challenge.
Oh my gosh, come on now. You can't. People can't hide. Players can't hide. You know, if a player out there that might not be a good defensive player or doesn't really want to play defense, he can hide. In the 80s, you can't do that.
No hiding.
No, there's no hiding. You're on an island.
Here's VanVleet, and it falls over the rim and in.
Listen, we know that LeBron James can score at will, but he is phenomenal at hitting his guys with perfectly placed passes.
Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That is his first foul of the game. Lance Stephenson's checked in for the Lakers.
Lance Stephenson.
We've got 1:18 left of the first. Here's VanVleet. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New York. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Lakers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Boston trail. The pass to Green. Rebound by Harrell. For the Lakers, they won the last contest, that game against the Knicks. And that one's good. Ingram.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Here's Green. That shot, no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And I was impressed with how comfortable they looked in that environment, made the most of their possessions.
They were extremely efficient, Greg. They ran their offense well and took good high percentage shots.
Celtics trail by 4. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Well, you like to see Jason Tatum be aggressive even when the defense gets physical.
For Boston, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And the Lakers making a change here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Aaron Baines is checked in for the Celtics. Daniel Tice comes in for Morris.
Ouch. 3 fouls for him already. Now, if you're the coach, you got to think about sitting him down.
Lakers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
He's off on the second.
Yeah, impressed with the work ethic of Ball. You can see a desire to want to be great, and he's going to continue to work on improving those weaknesses.
3-pointer. A high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Lakers on top, up 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late-game situations.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
I'll tell you, when you take care of the backboards, good things seem to happen.
Well, I think it's been a priority to hit the glass, no doubt, and using their length and athleticism to perfection on the boards.
Ball is the point with KCP at his side. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Stevenson in at the 3 spot. That's the Laker 5. Ingram kicks to Stevenson. Over you look, the younger generation entering the NBA right now, so much that they can learn from someone like you that played. Do you give a lot of advice to younger players?
I do. And, a lot of players call me, and we'll talk, and, I have questions, and I think that's really important. When I was coming up, I certainly asked a lot of questions, whether it's to Michael or whether it's to Magic, Larry, Dr. J. I always reached out, Michael Cooper. I spoke to as many players as I possibly could to try to understand and gain knowledge. If you have those players that are there, why wouldn't you reach out to Hakeem Olajuwon and figure things out?
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Kyle Kuzma had a tough upbringing in Flint, Michigan. He said they had the recession, lead in the water. It was like an urban war zone. We probably moved 14 times before I was 16. Basketball was my key. And his drive to succeed in the NBA was born of a desire to escape that environment. Kevin?
A tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you. McGee, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Rondo kicks to Hart. And Kobe, one aspect that always stood out about your career and dedication was your work ethic. What motivated you to continue to work hard, even into your last year in the NBA, when your body sometimes would say, no more work, right? No more work.
Yeah, I love the process. I love the process more than the actual game, because it's a puzzle. You have to figure out how things are going to work. Okay, my ankles won't loosen up. How do I get them to loosen up? Right? Contrast therapy, stretch, modalities, strength training. Right? So it's a constant
That would
puzzle.
take hours and hours.
Yeah. Very tedious things, but it's like a quest. You're trying to figure out what's going to work. Right? It's the little challenges along the way that always kept me interested.
Teardrop shot, and it's sent back by Horford.
Well, how about the anticipation from Al Horford? Perfectly times the release, sends it back.
Chalk up 2 there.
That's how it's done, gentlemen. You don't pass to a player, you pass to a spot. Let your teammate run into it.
And Kobe, I remember you saying that curiosity is such a valuable trait in a player. I bet the triangle was a very intriguing offense for you to learn and grasp.
Oh yeah, it created such a system. It's like, jazz. When people watch jazz musicians orchestrating, it seems as if they're freelancing, but they're freelancing with a built-in structure. You have to have structure in order to be able to freelance and create these amazing things. The triangle gave unbelievable structure, and some of the people that I've talked to that have competed against the triangle and lost against the triangle, whether it's to us or to the Bulls, all lament about the triangle's biggest crock of garbage. It was just you and Michael. Then I said, you know what? Let's have a conversation about that. You remember this play? Yeah. Okay, that play happened at the moment it happened with 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter because we knew in the first minute of the game when we ran it, you did this defensively. So we said, okay, they did that, check, we'll wait. Okay, now let's look at this action. Okay, this action, how they playing it action. They're playing it that way. All right, check. Hold it. We'll wait. Interesting. Right? And so in the fourth quarter, we're able to take advantage. Why? Because we have a structure. And that structure, we know what you are doing, and we know how to counter what you're doing. Right? There's a reason Michael can look at Steve Kerr in the timeout and said, be ready. How would he know that?
Yeah, right.
How would he know that unless he knew every time he drove middle, Stockton was coming over to help on his dribble penetration? He could have made that pass to Steve Kerr in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. Why did he wait?
That's good stuff. Hayward, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the Lakers get called for the foul.
What a package Gordon Hayward brings to the table. Size, athleticism, high IQ for the game of basketball. You can count on his decision-making at both ends. I just love his game.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for the Lakers. Green is checked in for Boston. And Kobe, who is an early voice in your ear as you were just beginning your NBA career, who offered the kind of guidance and advice that you go back and look on and say, that was huge for me to hear those words?
Oh, Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan. He was extremely gracious.
Was he
My
really?
second year in the league, he said, listen, anything you need, just reach out. And to this day, I reach out, hit me right back. We'll have great conversations. We'll talk about family and things of that nature. But when I was playing, things were very tactical. I'd ask him specific questions about specific moves or a specific rotation, and he'd give me great insight.
I would love to have heard some of those conversations. You and Michael Jordan in the crux of your career.
Yeah.
I bet those were interesting.
No, it was amazing. It was amazing. Yeah.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And now a look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Golden State Warriors.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment. And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Irving finds Horford. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Horford's got his second basket.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
McGee with it, and it's Horford picking him up. James left side. No good on the three. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. And that'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Well, Kobe, I have to say it's been a real pleasure having you stop by our booth and spending some time with us for this game. Thanks again for coming by. I hope we can do it again.
We will, man. It's been a blast.
There he is, folks, the great Kobe Bryant. And with Kobe stopping by the booth, Doris, I'm always amazed at the type of things Kobe will notice about both NBA and the players competing that the casual fans rarely think about.
Well, you think back to Kobe's career and how much his preparation and studying of the league and his opponents contributed to his success. And obviously, with what we just heard, this guy still holds so much knowledge of the game.
Lakers trail by 4. Van Vliet kicks to Hart. On the wing, James. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
The defense really doing their best to body LeBron James, but he is just a physical beast who cannot be contained.
Out to Morris. Irving looking over the floor. The dish now to Hayward. Back to Irving. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
To the right side. Kuzma passes to Van Vliet. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Just a little hesitation on that release, right? His timing looked a bit off.
It's intercepted. Passes it to Kuzma. The feed to James. And he uses the glass on the layup. James has got 6 points.
Well, because of the physical frame LeBron James has, he's going to shoot a high percentage in the paint. What I love is how good he is at reading when he needs to get that shot off.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Celtics lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They never got too far behind as their largest deficit in the period was 8. They had a slight edge on the scoreboard in the second quarter, but only by the slimmest of margins. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
I was super impressed with their shot selection. I think that was part of the strategy coming in. They wanted to be patient with the basketball, move it around, and get high percentage looks. Obviously, that's going to be big.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers?
Well, they're just not generating enough offense. The guys all look like they're on a different page, out of rhythm, out of sync, out of style. Several times they look flat out confused. They're still in a good position to win this game. They just need to get organized.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, Draymond Green getting it done today.
And I'll tell you, his work on the blocks in that first half, really impressive.
Well, he made them pay down there. Uses his size and body well to score close to the bucket.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. They've got Horford. Green is out there with Hayward. Then there's Irving. And it's McCaw in at the 2 spot. The Celtics shooting pretty good tonight, 48%. Horford dishes to Hayward. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. With college basketball expanding the three-point arc out to FIBA range, Doris, does that set the table, you think, for the NBA to move its arc, their three-point shooting line, out as well?
I think one of the things that I would like to see, Kevin, is a more unified game across countries, right? We talked about the NBA and basketball in particular becoming a more global game. I think one thing that I'd really love to see at the lower levels of basketball in the formative stages is young players have to play with a shot clock. Because what that forces those players to do is be three-tool players. Under duress of a shot clock, you better be able to put the ball on the deck, make a pass, or take a shot. So I think the more we can normalize a set of international rules, the better basketball is going to be long-term.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. The shot, no good. Boston leading by 5. Here's McCaw. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Rajon Rondo. The Lakers with LeBron wasted no time trying to surround him with free agent signings, Greg, to help round out the supporting cast.
Names came in rapid succession after LeBron committed. Caldwell Pope, Rondo, Stevenson all joined in short order. We'll see how far this team goes, but you cannot deny how interesting things have gotten with this roster.
And the call will be against Patrick McCaw. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Lakers making a change here. Ingram's checked in. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Terry Rozier comes in for Kyrie Irving. Here's James. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Absolutely perfect start to the half, setting the tempo right away with an easy opportunity at the cup.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Daniel Tice is checked in for the Celtics. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Pass to Ingram. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul, still early, and just one more will put him over the limit.
Stolen away. And Green slams it in.
Boy, you'd love to see the lift Draymond Green gets on these dunks. Once he's established, forget about it.
Lakers trail by 7. James looking around. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Well, you need good passing from your forwards as much as you do from your guards. These are small forwards leading the way in assists. LeBron James, number 1.
Well, you hear the term point forward thrown around about some players, maybe a little too loosely. But when it comes to him, I truly believe it applies.
Oh, no doubt. He is their decision maker offensively, the one who calls the shots. And those decisions are almost always the right ones. He is just so smart with the basketball.
Here's Wanamaker, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score a lane against them right now.
But, Greg, no resistance, right? They're allowing them to get any kind of shot they want close. That simply can't happen.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Lance Stephenson's checked in for James, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Rajon Rondo. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Stevenson. Here's Harrell. A second chance effort. Ingram trying to get open. Can't capitalize inside. From 12 feet out. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Caldwell-Pope for three. Rebound Boston.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded. And racing up the court, you have a number of options and a great decision there.
I love how he took the initiative, right? You took charge of the opportunity and made the right decision.
Pass to Ingram. Kicks it to Ball. Looking to end the run. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Celtics lead by 14. McCaw with the bucket. McCaw has got 8 points in the quarter.
And when you're on the road, this is how you silence the crowd. Tremendous all-around play.
But it's not easy building a lead like this on the road, Greg, but they have been lights out throughout this game.
And the Lakers call time here. And just an impossible shot to guard at times. Doris, when you think of that step-back jump shot in the league, it's lethal. And there are a couple guys who have perfected it.
Well, two in particular. James Harden, that step-back that he added is now unguardable. And Steph Curry as well. Those two men, when they decide to get to that step-back jumper, turn the lights out, close the gym doors, and step back because it's going in.
Here's Morris. Green breaking loose. Morris, no good. Lakers trail by 16. Picked his pocket. McCaw kicks to Green. Ball with the rebound.
You know what? His finishing ability is not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
And he recovers it. That one drops for him. Harrell's at 5. Celtics leading by 14. And Green slams it in.
What you absolutely love about Draymond Green is how unrelenting he is in his approach, doing work offensively.
And Los Angeles guys shooting a meager 37% for the game. The pass to Ingram over Green. The rebound by the Celtics.
And a surprise he doesn't knock that down. Defense a little too lax that time.
Here's Baines. Makes it off the glass.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
The Lakers shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. The Lakers have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. That free throw good from Lance Stevenson. JaVale McGee's checked in for Los Angeles. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Lonzo Ball. All free throws good from Lance Stevenson. 58 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pass to McCaw. Green finds Morris. Second shot opportunity. No good that time. So the Lakers will take it the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. Hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run. Stevenson misses in close. Boston leading by 16 to the inside. And there's Green on the assist by Morris. 15 points in the game.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Van Vliet. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. He kicks it to Ingram. Over Morris. Goes back up. Misses. And so it's the Boston Celtics with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we've got more NBA. And we're the candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Inside, we got Kuzma and McGee. Hart is out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's James in at the small forward position. That's the Laker 5. And there's the bucket from Tatum. Tatum's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Celtics. So it's the Lakers now. James with it. The league is always looking for ways to adjust the rules, make them better. There's a committee that studies this every single year, and you know, with that in mind, Doris, any rules you think they should alter or tweak?
Yeah, there's absolutely one, Kevin, and I think this goes to the point where perhaps we can have some more uniformity in the FIBA-ruled games that are played and the NBA. And there's one thing that's occurred in international play where players are becoming more athletic, and the opportunity for electric stuff to happen in transition is critical. To me, we have got to stop the intentional fouls, which are prohibiting fast breaks and all the potential for the explosive, exciting athleticism to be on display. So that, to me, is something we've got to address.
I'm with you. Tate against Kuzma. Count the basket.
Well, this is a guy who understands his role in their offense, right? And they know exactly how to use him.
Irving from long range. The shot, no good.
Yeah, no doubt it's been a rough game for him. I don't think he's going to lose any sleep over it as long as they hang on to the lead the rest of the way.
Hart offline with his 3. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Celtics. It's 18-point lead.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Dishes to Tatum. Hayward can't hit. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Hart, that's good.
Boy, the assist just put on time and on target. Easy shot opportunity.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Yeah, he's shaking up a bit. No choice but to take a timeout and let him get some medical attention.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Here's Irving from down in the low post. It goes. And the Celtics lead by 18.
Oh, Kyrie dazzling on the drive. One of the best in the league at that.
Lakers have gone 3 of 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Here's Kuzma. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Jason Tatum. And what a draft day steal for the Lakers, who were able to get Kyle Kuzma, who had been drafted 27th overall.
Yeah, Kuzma came into the league far more polished than anyone expected, and you have to credit the young man's hard work and how he was able to make such a big splash that rookie year. And with how hard he works, Kuzma is going to be an impactful player in this league for a long time.
The Celtics making a switch here. McCaw's chipped in. Ball knocked loose. Hayward passes to Horford. Tatum kicks to Irving. And it's off from 3-point range.
As long as they can hang on to this lead, he won't have to answer for what's been an off night for him.
They get the rebound. Basket good.
And Rondo, he's fantastic at staying strong through the contact.
The 3 from Tatum. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. 9 points for Jason Tatum.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Snatched up. McGee got a piece of it.
Well, really improving as a defender. Jason Tatum has those long arms to redirect shots.
McCaw misses. Lakers trail by 19. Inside. Rondo's shot is good. Rondo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, nice team basketball being played right there. You see the open man, and you deliver the ball right away.
Irving dishes to Horford. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense, because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now.
A nice shot by Tatum.
It feels like that one could be the dagger. Not enough time to completely erase this deficit.
Well, Greg, it's going to be tough, that's for sure. A shot like that has to devastate the other team.
Here's Irving. The shot from the low post is good. Irving's got 9 points now in just the second half.
There's no doubt Kyrie Irving has proven to be more active as a defender now. He has a good feel for when to go after steals.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game. Doris, last year the NBA signed a deal to broadcast G League games on the internet channel Twitch.
Well, you know Adam Silver is always looking at new methods for broadcasting this great league and the G League. And I think we live in an era of an increasingly digital world. The next generation views their platforms in non-traditional, non-linear fashion. So to me, this is really smart decision making.
I know you're a big Twitch watcher yourself. You subscribe, and like me, you love the G League.
I'm always twitching.
Carroll kicks to Stevenson. Here's Van Vliet, covered by Irving, and stolen by Kyrie Irving.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Celtics.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Draymond Green.
Boy, with all the work he did at the offensive end, it seemed to me to take a toll on the defenders. They could neither match his energy nor his intensity.
Zubac is checked in for Kyle Kuzma.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
At this point, they're completely overwhelming them. The opposition looks totally defeated.
That free throw good for Lance Stevenson. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
They can't really afford to leave points at the line right now. He would have loved to cash in on each of those free throws and trim the lead even more.
And all the energy has been sucked out of this arena. This is not what the fans came to see.
Well, they took the crowd completely out of this game, and when you get a lead like that, it's sort of deflating for the home crowd. What a solid victory on the road.
And here's Los Angeles now. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. No good at the stripe this time. Second miss also. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Guys, you have to love the way Irving uses his body to create contact inside and earn the trip to the stripe.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. 27 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Van Vliet passes to Harrell. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. That's good from Harrell.
At the line for your Lakers, Andre.
Both shots good from the stripe. And here's Boston. Irving for three. A three-pointer is right on target.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have consistently been draining shots from deep, and that can take the heart out of an opponent.
And that was the last thing they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and they put them on the line.
He misses the free throw.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
He hits the second from the line. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
And that's just a risky play. To make a heave like that, not worth it.
Six seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That will get him his fourth foul of the game. Due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for two. First free throw is good.
At the line for your Lakers, Fred VanVleet.
Both shots good from the stripe. Fires from deep. Count it.
And you can see where they're attacking here in the fourth, strictly from the perimeter.
Well, they've got the green light to pull the trigger from three, and I'll tell you, they put it to good use here.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
I was just going out there trying to compete on every play, trying to play as much defense as possible. Just sticking to our game plan. We had a game plan going in and we executed.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you.